Hi, it's Tatiana from Twice Upon a Treasure, and I wanted to do a video today on how to package plants and get them ready for shipment on plants that require a lot of water. So I have done a previous video on plants that don't require water at all, and those were succulents. So today I actually have two that I have to ship that are papyrus plants, and they love water. So I figured, why not just go ahead and do a video, on how I package these. So this is the plant right here, and I apologize for the lighting and stuff, but so this is a papyrus plant. This is actually a drawer of papyrus, and I have two of these that I have to ship. So what I've done is I packed the root system in a paper towel, and then I did significantly wet it, and you can probably see there's a little bit of water in there. And I wet it and I put it in a Ziplock bag. And what I'll do before I put it in the box, and I'll just show you later, I'll, just kind of fold it over and then just, put some tape on it. But I do want to show you how I do my boxes. I don't spend any money on packing supplies, really. I just take whatever, boxes, if I have any around the house, or, like if I have an Amazon shipment, I basically save all the boxes. Or Dollar Tree is an excellent place to go to because they actually give away all their boxes after they're done stocking the stores. So I recycle a lot. I do not spend any money on packing materials at all. So right here, I'll go ahead and turn the camera down here. So this is basically a piece of cardboard off of a box. So it's a flat piece that I just went ahead and cut off a piece, okay? And so what I'll do is I'll start measuring this piece. And what I bought is basically a little rotary cutter. And I got this off of Amazon. So if you just go in there and search, the one I got, it's called Olfa is the brand. And it's just a rotary cutter. So it's great just to do those like little cuts, not really cuts, but the creases for you to fold the sections that you want to fold to create your box. So this is what I use. I'll use a rotary cutter. I'll use tape, of course. Also use a, oh God, I forgot what this is called, but a knife blade. And then, a scissors, or you might need a scissors, but pretty much with these three supplies, you should be set. So basically to start on your box to get the measurement is I really just take the plant and I kind of just eyeball it to see, okay, how much am I going to need here, from this box. And I kind of just, kind of mark it. So I know, okay, this is where I'm going to need it as far as long ways goes. And then this is pretty much, the sections can be pretty much about 2.5. So what I'll do is I just take a ruler. Yeah, actually you will need a ruler too. So what I take is a ruler and I start measuring, marking basically, on my box, the sections. So 2.5, I'll just put a little slit there. 2.5. 2.5 and 2.5. So to make your box, you're gonna need basically 4 sections, to close off your box, okay? So once you do your sections there, and I don't know if you can see, I apologize for that, but once you do your sections where I marked, so what you want to do is just basically finish that line that you marked with your rotary cutter. So you just take this and you just start, marking that whole section. It should be fairly easy to do. So you just want to, make that crease so that it's easy for you to fold the box. And so you get a nice clean, fold. So you go down to the other line you marked. And you do the same thing. You just Go all the way up. The same thing basically for your 4 sections that you marked. Okay. So I don't know if you can see, but basically if you can see those little creases, those are the 4 sections that are marked that I know that's where I'm going to fold to create my box. Now, lengthwise, I had already marked, so I know over here, I don't need it, you know, longer than that. So I'm going to go ahead, and I do have, depending where you're working, if you don't care, I mean, I have this table here, so I obviously don't want to get it, you know, I don't want to ruin it, so I have this cutting surface, which it, you know, it protects it so it won't go all the way down. I'm not sure what they're called, but you can probably pick it up at like a hardware store, probably Amazon. This one actually, I happened to find that at Goodwill. But otherwise, if you don't care what surface you're working on, if you're working in your garage and you just, you know, have an old table or whatever, then it doesn't really matter. But basically, so I'll go up here and I'll cut the length off because I know I'm not going to need, you know, I don't need it to be that long. So I'll just put that aside. Over here, so I have my 4 sections marked. So I know that this last section, like I said, I need 4 pieces to make the box. So the last part where I marked, I'm not going to need that piece because, you know, the remainder of the section, because I already know that I only need the 4 pieces. So here basically is what's going to complete my box to make it to house that papyrus. So as you can see how easy it is just to fold, you know, with once you make your cuts with the rotary cutter. And there is your, you know, your box. So it's a little, you know, square box. Your papyrus will, you know, fit in there just fine. You probably could have even made it, you know, 2 inches around, because as you can see, for the size of that papyrus, I just went ahead and did 2.5, but you could have probably just done 2 inches. So I'll just start getting the tape and kind of just, you know, in the middle, just kind of taping a section here just to hold this in place. And then I can finish off, you know, taping the rest of the sections here. So really what you're doing is you're just, you know, closing off the box to create your own box. It does take time, obviously, and it would probably take me less time if I was to just go and buy the shipping supplies and not worry about making them, but it would also cost you more money. So if you're frugal like me and don't want to, you know, spend a bunch of money on shipping supplies, then this is the way to go. Because honestly, you know, I offer free shipping on all my stuff on eBay, so obviously I try to cut costs wherever I can. So as you can see, there is my little box closed. So I just have to close the ends now, but I'll go ahead and take this just to see, you know, measure it again. So, okay, so I can go ahead and sometimes I don't have enough like to close the ends with the box itself. So I have to cut like another square off another piece and close them that way. But in this case, I can close it with one end and then just cut a square piece for the other end. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So all you have to do is, so to close it on one end, so you basically just want to cut a slit down each little crease here. So that way you're going to have 4 flaps that you can then fold inside to cut that, to, you know, to close off that one section. So I cut the spots, the sections here. Okay, so all you do is you fold in, fold in, fold in, and fold in. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be completely, you know, super neat. It doesn't matter what order you do it in. As you can see, they're all closed or overlapped. All you care about is that they're closed. So then I just take the tape, and I am generous with the tape just because since I, you know, create the boxes, I want to make sure in transit nothing happens, you know, they don't break open or anything like that. So I am generous with the tape, and probably the tape is probably the only thing that I spend money on. I also save as far as like magazines or any junk mail I get, newspapers, I save all that. And that's what I wrap them in or stuff the boxes in, you know, for extra protection. So there you see, I closed the one end of the box. So now I just have to put my plant in there and we're good to go. So here is the plant. So I will go ahead and just fold, you know, kind of fold this, kind of wrap it up here. And I don't do this with Scotch tape. I do it with duct tape, or, you know, with this packing tape. The Scotch, the little, you know, Scotch tape isn't kind of strong enough. So I just do it with this tape just to make sure it's all, you know, secure and stuff. I haven't had any issues, you know, with anybody complaining or that, oh my gosh, the water was everywhere or the soil was everywhere yet anyways, knock on wood. But I do kind of just, you know, put some little tape around the top just in case. And I obviously don't leave, you know, a lot of water in there, but for the ones that do require water, you definitely want to wrap paper towel and, you know, significantly wet it. You don't have to leave as much water as I did. I just probably left more than I should have, but I just want to make sure that it is moist because these do require, you know, a lot of water and you just don't want them to arrive, you know, all dead and shriveled up. So there it is. And then what I'll do is I do have, like I said, I save everything, you know, any type of magazines or anything I get. So I will just as a, you know, kind of wrap it up with magazines. So I'll just, you know, tape 4 pieces together just to kind of hold it in place here. And then I will take this and just kind of wrap it around. You know, just to protect it. And I ship a lot of plants daily. Out of my store, probably what sells the most is plants. I have a lot of, and really succulents more than anything. Succulents are just so easy to take care of. And they don't, you know, require a lot of water, which is a good thing. So I sell a lot of those, and those are super easy to ship, and they never arrive dead because, you know, they can... You only water those like every 3 weeks to a month. But these, you know, since they like water, you just have to kind of be a little more careful. So I'll kind of just wrap it up just loosely up here just because I don't want to like squish any of the leaves or anything. to look up top to see, because I kind of want to just, you know, so I'll look up top to see where the plant is, and I'll kind of just fold it here too. Obviously not squishing the plant, but just fold the top there. So this is what it, you know, should look like, so it's nice and secure. Here is my box, so then I will go ahead and basically put it in the box. And it should slide in fairly easy. I try not to like shove it, you know, with my hands or anything. What I do is I just kind of, or either I bang it like on the table or on a surface on the floor, just to kind of let it slide in like that. And there you go. So see, it fit perfect. I kind of see if it's going to wiggle around. If it's going to wiggle around, you want to, I always just take paper, I just squish it, and I'll just kind of shove it on the sides. The trick is you want to make sure it is tight, that it's not going to move around at all, because it will ruin it. If it's going up and down, side to side, it's going to ruin, you know, the leaves or the flowers or whatever it is that's in here. The trick is it has to be packed, really, you know, compact in there. You don't want it moving at all whatsoever. So that's why I use a lot of, you know, just magazines or whatever you have, newspaper. And I just bunch it up in little bunches, and I just, you know, really put it all around the plant. And as long as it's not moving anywhere, that's basically what you want. Okay, so then in this case, I will just need a little piece for the top, kind of to close that off. And I saved, like I said, everything here. So I have tons of other pieces I can use. So I kind of just eyeball it and measure it. So I just have this piece here. So I'll just cut this off. I'll just kind of eyeball it, just kind of measure it. And so this is perfect here. Just make a cut there. And it'll fit perfect. So I'll just take this. And you will just tape it securely. I'm not gonna finish taping this section, but basically what I would, you know, I would just secure it, tape everything. I do put a little thank you note in all my shipments. It just adds a nice touch. So I handwrite a little thank you note in there, and just put, you know, if they have any questions, to contact me with any issues or concerns, you know. Believe it or not, that goes a long way. And then after that, I just secure it, and I print the shipping label, and it's ready to go. You can put, you know, if it is something really fragile, you can write fragile on the box. Just print your label, and you're ready to go. So if you have any questions or concerns or anything, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day.